Pass it to my boys Charcolo and Polo. Real heads listening, not just to the intros. Knowledge of the realness, y'all should really feel this. Always down the ball, hard and y'all's witness. This here's really for the real fans, for those who've never really been bandwagon fans. Listen to the real talk straight up from the stands.
Naka-makeup ka ba?
Galing akong PCBL eh.
Naka-makeup ba? So sa debut mo may may foundation ka na?
Yep.
That's how you know level up eh.
Pag mini-makeup
complexion natin compared to...
Guys, nakita mo ba kung gaano ka-glossy? Yan ang walang makeup.
Shiny. Shining, shimmering, splendid to eh.
Yan.
Pan.
Dapat ganun eh.
What's up guys? This is episode 3 of season 3 of From the Stands. I did it finally. Did it. Becoming a professional as we speak. Hey, we're not gonna waste any more time. Up for grabs right now is the actual game used.
Kanino to?
Game used towels from our Gilas players. We have two for this evening, right?
2 yung dinala ko.
Two, okay.
We have 5. Terence Romeos, Jason Castros, Gabe Norwood, Sonny Toss, and Mark Pingris.
Okay. So here's all what you have to do, guys. Go to fromthestands.com.
Where you're watching now.
YouTube.com/fromthestandsph, where you guys are right now.
Yep.
And place your bid for how much you'd want to buy the towel for. What's a good starting bid?
100
pesos. Sige.
And explain ko lang the funds that will be collected from these towels will be donated to the daughter of one of our Sports 5 producers, si Mike San Juan. He was with Gilas during the Jones Cup, and pag-uwi niya, nagkasakit yung anak niya. Now the bills are piling up, and I thought this was a good way of helping out. And at least, may sense na pamigay lahat ng towel. Kasi ang daming towel sa bahay. Di ba?
Totoo.
Game.
Correct. Okay, so again, place your bids. Go to just hang out here sa youtube.com/fromthestandspha. Maybe let's extend it in a bit beyond this podcast. This is just our small way of helping out to a colleague in need. Alam mo naman dito sa industriya napakaliit eh. So it's good to be able to help out any way we can.
Yep.
So to my left is Paul Bustamante.
What's up? Sorry, I'm tweeting out the link para we can get as much people as possible.
Then from time to time, let's also talk about what's the latest for each. Okay, to my right is Carlo Pamintuan.
What's up?
My name is Chuck Araneta, and since we're on the Gilas talk, damn, this was. Is it an exaggeration to say that this is one of the most important days in PBA history, in PBA and Gilas history?
Yep.
It's not an exaggeration, right? I mean, this is a huge thing. But the news that came out today.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like there's a but coming from you.
No. I'm just saying, but didn't we hear this now before?
You just have to do that, no?
No.
You just have to be the wet blanket.
I'm not a wet blanket.
The wet towel.
I am excited as hell for Gilas. I'm not even kidding.
But your face is
It's not
your
skeptical.
face betrays your true intention, pare.
Talaga?
Oo.
Talaga?
Oo eh. Reveals your true intention eh.
Sige, let's talk about na lang first what happened.
Okay.
What happened today. So,
let's break it down.
Tinanong sila kahapon.
Kahapon yung press con.
They were asked, what will we do with Gilas? Because MVP said that he will fully support, even bid for the qualifying if the PBA supports a strong Gilas team. And walang sagot kahapon because they said they'd have to convene for a meeting, which was today. And then ultimately, they said, 2 items. They released a pool. Second was that they will be delaying the Governor's Cup, like how they delayed the Governor's Cup in 2013 to help
silver medalist.
To help Gilas to prepare.
Yeah.
So para sa yun yung 2 biggest points that the PBA did.
I think one of the other points that I liked was the idea of Gilas practicing once a week.
Yeah.
Starting next month.
Yeah.
Starting November up until the point where everyone gets to up until the break na full blast practice na siya.
And I hope hindi ito yung parang practice ng Coach Yengyao. Because this happened before in Coach Yengyau's team. This happened before, pinapractice sila Monday. But if you had a game on Sunday, you won't have to practice. And then if you have a game Wednesday, you won't have to practice either. So yung Friday na naglalaro lang, sila lang yung nakaka-practice. I mean, for this time, I hope na everyone talaga will be required to at least show up.
Yeah.
If you played Sunday, fine. Huwag kang mag-hard practice on Monday, but at least be there for the run.
And just go through lang the tape and everything. I mean, that's such an important thing.
Parang
So
everything looks good right now on paper. We just need everyone to support it and back up whatever they say.
sige, so ang current status ninyo is cautiously optimistic. Is that safe to assume?
Yeah, that's my I'm ecstatic, but at the same time, we've had ang daming ifs ang daming ifs and or buts with it. Kasi parang like a lot of they were able to say na one player per team. Ayun. Ano yun, di ba? That was fine. I mean, it wasn't the best, but at least one player per team could have happened, but it didn't. I mean, SMC essentially pulled out of Gilas 3.0. So there's a lot of things to happen. I mean, a pool was released last June, if I believe. Na it was a 24-man pool pa nga, including a lot of the SMC players. So there's a lot of things that could happen from now up to the qualifiers. Na injuries could happen, real injuries could happen.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of things that could
Time out. Nalilito yata medyo magulo rin kasi yung sinabi natin ngayon tungkol dun sa towels. Linawin muna natin na from what's the time? 7:40.
Yep.
7:40 to maybe 8.
8:40.
We will be 8 p.m.
8.
We will be auctioning off Terence, Jason.
Okay. You want to do it per
Isa
time block
muna, yeah.
O, Terence muna.
Terence muna. So 7:40 we will close it at 8 and then tuloy na lang natin elsewhere.
Okay. So
If may mga gusto pang mag-bid. Terence Romeo muna.
Terence Romeo, okay. Terence Romeo muna tayo. So, we got a pin, already one bid from, okay,
Yun, Romeo
may
250.
Romeo 250 na si Thea Calleja. So,
Yep.
Romeo at 250, yan yung starting natin.
Wala kay Abueva or kay Dondon. Pa-donate nyo kay Chak Chak kay Polo.
Sige, bibigay ko na.
Hindi, ako rin.
I'll give mine. I'll give my
time.
Calvin Abueva.
Next time.
Sige.
Next time.
Let's just do it na lang this entire, on Twitter. Tuloy natin to. But for now on Twitter, Romeo current bid is at 250.
Yep.
So those who are bidding for Ping,
Sige, sabay na natin. Ping and Terence.
Tuloy natin.
Until 8. And then move
Alright.
on
Sige.
to another
Okay,
place.
so Ping 250, we have a Romeo at 250 as well. So the time's ticking, guys. Okay, so let's go through first the 17. So the PBA, sir, in a shocking twist, released 17 names that in theory are supposed to be in the pool for the qualifying tournament. And
Let's go through them.
these are not pipichuging mga pangalan, mga sir.
Game?
Go.
Fajardo, Lassiter, Aguilar, Tenorio, Slaughter, Abueva, Lee, Norwood, Castro, Roser, Ryan Reyes, Ping Reyes, Sangalang, Rosario, De Ocampo, Romeo, Chan, Bustamante, Pamintuan, Araneta.
Go hard.
Para sa Pilipinas, bro. This is a pool. When you're talking a pool, this is a freaking pool.
Yeah, it's a pool. Like it's exactly the pool that we needed. It's okay. When I announced on Twitter na yun nga, ito yung pool na nilabas and that the PBA was throwing their full support for Gilas. A lot of people are saying bakit ngayon pa? I mean, bakit? But kung ginawa sana to noon, edi ngayon dapat we're talking about
A gold medal.
Okay?
Yeah.
I just want to say that number one, Gilas 3.0 holds a special place in my heart.
Oh yeah, for all
I
of
mean,
us.
what they did for me was nothing short of like a movie plotline because they were mired in all of this negativity, yet they helped each other out of it, rose out of it, and was able to make the entire country believe in them. And I mean, like I was saying last week, through you, we were able to see inside info on Gilas and we were able to see just how close they were, how they were able to come together in such a short period of time. And that for me is nothing short of amazing.
Yeah.
And to say that all of these players, guys like Lassiter, guys like LA Tenorio, if they were in Gilas 3.0, we'd be talking about a gold medal. Does a disservice to what they did in FIBA. And kind of, medyo mayabang siya kasi you're assuming that simply by putting Lassiter or Aguilar or Slaughter or Fajardo
Olympics na tayo.
that means kaya na natin talunin yung China. That was a hardcore good China team. I mean, that's something na we have to realize na nothing was sure. So these players coming in doesn't mean na Olympics na tayo. We could still be having, we could still have this pool, this 17-man pool, players from there in Gilas 3.0, and we'd still have a silver. So yun lang yung point ko. Parang wag natin balikan na yung pag-build ng Gilas 3.0. They already won the silver.
No, but here's the thing. I think more than the talk about the players and everything, I think the biggest issue that people have when they talk about sana bakit ngayon lang, it's more of why didn't we get the full support of the entire PBA sa simula pa lang? Because more than the players, it's also how much time they had left to train, to practice with the pool. Feeling ko that's the bigger issue. It's that okay, yeah, we didn't get Junmar, we didn't get Lassiter, but just the simple fact na the Gilas felt the entire support of the PBA, that wasn't felt until just this afternoon.
I think because we were skeptics, not just the PBA, even the fans. I mean, if I ask any of you, parang sa tingin nyo ba, kaya nating gawin ulit yung ginawa natin in the Philippines in 2013?
Yeah.
Parang it's very hard to imagine the Philippines duplicating something like that. Because you had home court advantage. You had 16,000 fans all cheering for you. Now, you fly to China, you contend against reloaded Chinese squad, a still good Iranian squad, and Lebanon and Jordan and all these teams, and you start to be bothered by it. Na parang, teka, bakit ko susuportahan to? Mukha namang di kakayanin. Rio yan That's just one spot.
Okay.
Hindi tulad nung 2013 na the top 3 will go to the FIBA World. So the goal itself, I think, scared a lot of us. But that's the beauty of Gilas 3.0. They reminded us na parang it's not bad to target goals that you feel are beyond your reach. As long as you put in the work for it, things are going to fall your way. I mean, they lost by 11 points to a stacked Chinese team. And I don't think any of us expected this when they first played in Estonia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Parang ang layo nung narating nila. And now, I think the Gilas team that we had convinced the PBA that any goal is possible as long as you put your 100% support to it. And that's why they're doing this now. Gilas 3 taught them that lesson.
Yung isa ko ring point dyan is, if you had guys like Lassiter or Tenorio or Aguilar, that means a spot taken away from revelations like Calvin or
Don
Terence.
Or
even Don or JC. Asi. Yun yung thing Gilas 3.0, because of what they were able to achieve, like Carlos said, also helped widen the horizon of the pool. Now you're casting the net to...
So now like, Gilas was this close, tara, pasok na natin yung mga players natin, parang ganun.
Exactly. Parang, and I guess PBA teams are looking at it and seeing parang, okay,
Kaya pala.
Hindi, grabe yung exposure ng Terence Romeo. And like you said last week, when you think of Terence Romeo, you don't think of Terence Romeo as someone firstly from Gilas. You think of Terence Romeo as the global port player. You think of Jason Castro as the best point guard in Asia who belongs in Talk 'N Text. So yun yung dynamic that we're working in. And I guess, SMC saw the same. Na if they put Marcio there and Marcio suddenly becomes the best shooter in Asia.
Balik sa kanila.
Balik sa kanya yun.
So, okay, I need to ask you this question. Is this all in support of the entire PBA, like a reaction, especially for SMC, to just how much negativity was surrounding them when Gilas was actually, getting this silver medal and actually creating all of these awesome memories? So parang, whoa. All of a sudden, SMC's the bad guys.
When you were in school and you had a group project.
Sure.
And then iniwanan mo yung group mo kasi feeling mo
Walang kwenta
pangit.
Dito na ako sa mas magaling na grupo.
Dito ka. Tapos biglang ang ganda ng report nila and everyone was cheering for them. Yun yung feeling kasi parang nilaglag mo sila . Let's call it as it is. You refuse to help them. you refused to help that, and it was awesome. Syempre, dalawa lang yan eh. It's either you do the same and risk the same reaction by the fans, or you change. And now I think they did. They finally accepted that the Gilas program is something that all basketball stakeholders need to support.
If anything, it sort of even strengthens the legacy of 3.0. That 3.0 was actually a bridge from parang thinking that Gilas, and you have to remember before Gilas 3, we had the Asian Games debacle when we got destroyed, when we got eliminated right away. So a lot of people weren't sure if the Gilas program was going to be successful. But then 3.0 changed everything. They changed the narrative. And now everyone wants to be a part of it. I mean, to a certain extent, there's a bit of a bandwagon mentality when it comes to Gilas.
Sure.
Oh, tara, sama tayo kasi kaya pala nila. It's like when everyone started cheering for Miami, when LeBron went to Miami Heat, diba?
Or how everyone became Golden State fans.
Not everyone.
Not everyone.
Or Spurs fans.
Or Spurs fans last year.
Well, yeah.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Diba? Parang may ganun eh. May ganung mentality eh. And if you ask me personally, it's okay. I don't mind that now we get the support as long as it's not...
better late than never.
Yeah, as long as it's not a one-time thing na pang-qualifying tournament lang siya.
That's true.
I think yan yung caveat talaga na we need to sort of clear it. Because in terms of the pool, to my knowledge, I haven't heard kumaga how long the duration of this pool is. Kasi kung pang-qualifying tournament lang siya, and let's be realistic, maski may Junmar, may Lassiter, sabihin mo nang maski may Blatch taka Clarkson tayo, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be almost impossible to still be able to make that final 3 slots, diba? So, that's the one thing.
Kaya nga, yung pinag-usapan natin last week, this qualifying team should be building towards 2017, towards 2019. This can't be it.
Yeah,
I mean,
agreed.
if you give them this much time, parang give them the opportunity to do it for the long term. Yun lang naman. Ganun lang kasimple. And I'm not saying that this core will be it. Will be the 12 for the 2019 FIBA World Cup in China. But this is your core.
Yeah.
Kung magpapalit ka, kung may papasok na
This is
isa,
a
kung may
great
lalabas
core.
nalabas na isa, go ahead. But at least keep this team together.
From what you've seen, no, Carlo,
Check mo muna yung bid.
update tayo?
Kasi may nag-wild kay Calvin Abueva eh.
Nag-wild kay Calvin Abueva. Si Arian Alejandro.
How much?
Bidding 1,300 for Terence.
Boom. O yung Abueva. 1-3 for
1-3
Terence.
din for Calvin. May nag-1-2 for Terence Romeo.
1-3 na.
1-3. Nasa 1-3 na tayo for Terence and for Calvin.
Each?
I think, let's clarify that. But she doesn't want to see the forest.
No, don't see them.
Okay.
Guys, ano lang, I mean, as early as now, I just want to thank you guys for bidding.
Yeah,
This will, I mean, it's small amounts to us. I mean, kami, hindi nga kami makapag-contribute ng ganun kalaki. But, you know, it's still some way to help a colleague of ours.
Yeah,
So, you know.
Ping is at 400.
Okay.
Yeah, and sorry, we want to apologize because there are some people who just want the towel straight up. If it were any other circumstance, we would just, we would consider giving it to you guys. But again, this is for someone who actually needs it. So, pasensya na
So,
po.
on the board, like, we have Ping, we have Jason, we have Gabe,
Terence, and
Terence.
Sunny.
Sunny. Then
Bibilin ni Chuck yung kay Sunny eh. Ganun yung ending nito.
and then Chuck's throwing in his Calvin. I'm throwing in my
So yeah, bid away. Ganun na lang. Bid away.
Ganun na lang. This is gonna go
Tapos
hard.
pwede naman natin to i-extend ng konti.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
May Ontiveros ka? Wala.
Nasa
Towel.
akin.
Saan niya?
Bibigay mo?
Oh.
May bid tayong 300 for Dondon.
Okay.
See the boss mod, 1.5 for Calvin.
Calvin is the highest.
Yeah, guys, wala pang Sanitos. Can I just shout out, hey, Sanitos.
Umpisahan mo yung bid. Ikaw mag-bid.
Oh, sige, Sanitos, 500.
500 for
Wait.
I'll
Paano
start at
sabihin
500.
natin, paano ipa-juicy pa natin ng konti? Sabihin kung susubukan ni Carlo ipasign.
Try.
Try. No promises, but he will have
No
it.
promises.
He
Okay.
will try to have each towel signed.
So you're gonna try to get, do you think you can get Terence?
To sign it?
Oh.
Yeah.
So, it's now a signed
Terence Romeo, game used
towel. Sabog tayo nyo.
Unbecoming? Unbecoming?
Sorry. Na-excite ako eh.
Paano tayo mabibigyan ng award ng
Grabe.
Catholic mass media niya?
Na-excite ako, sorry.
Yung mga aral natin yung pinupush ko eh.
Sorry. Okay, I lost my train of thought. Don sa 350, Calvin 17.
What?
May Miss Marie Chris Seno, may Jason Castro tayo.
Meron.
Okay, game.
So, let's look at the pool muna.
Okay.
We have shooters, we have height. We're assuming that Blatch and Clarkson are here.
Yeah.
So we have shooting, we have height, we have
Slashing,
we have defending. I mean,
You have beasting.
you have beasting,
You have swagging.
you have Swaggy T, you have Calvin. I'm assuming eventually Ganuelas Rosser and RDO and all those guys are going to be added to the pool.
They're
they are in the pool.
They're there. Even Ryan Reyes is there.
Yep.
Ryan Reyes, who's a really good basketball player when he's healthy.
Yep.
What is in terms of the lineup? The point kasi that you're making, Paul, and I feel is very interesting as well, is that it's not about just sending an all-star lineup to the qualifying tournament. It's not just sending the sexiest names.
Yeah.
You need a team, eh?
Yeah.
So, from that point of view, can you already sort of start kung sino yung parang final 12 mo?
It's clear that Blatch, Clarkson, Jason Castro have to be there. So that's your first year agad. Then Junmar has to be there as well. And I believe if anything, shooting was one of our biggest weaknesses, and it showed in our final 2 games that if we don't have consistent shooting, nahirapan si Castro gumawa, nahirapan si Blatch gumawa. So that's your starting 5 eh. Jason Castro at point guard, Clarkson at shooting guard.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you start Clarkson at the 1?
We can start him at wherever.
Yeah, you can start Clarkson at power forward. I don't really care.
No, but you'd know like in the Lakers. Like he's a...
No, he's starting at 2.
Really?
Yeah,
D'Angelo 1.
D'Angelo's 1.
That's Kobe 3.
Kobe 3.
Randall 4.
Randall 4. That's
But
Hyper 5.
the Lakers have a nice team. Okay.
And speaking...
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
So Clarkson
at 2.
Castro 1.
Castro 1. Lassiter 3. Junmar.
No. You can't, man.
Again?
You can't mess
Okay.
with Norwood at 3.
Okay, Norwood at 3. Norwood at 3.
Emeritus so small forward
Okay,
in Gilas.
Norwood at 3, I'm actually even gonna put RDO at 4.
And then
Blatch.
Blatch at 5.
Yep.
Then you have
Lassiter.
Lassiter,
Terrence. Abueva.
Fajardo,
Or Fajardo,
Abueva.
Abueva, and who's your second 4? Pingris.
Ping.
Japet.
No.
Pwede.
Ping ako.
Pwede. No, pwede.
Actually, Japet plays better. Yun yung I'm saying eh. If you're missing, you know who you're missing out? You know who you're missing out? And this is my point, na not an all-star team. Slaughter. Diba? You're missing out on... So, you'll be missing out on some guys. And for me, that should be okay. Ngayon, yung problema natin is the abundance of talent. We're not trying to scrape talent from wherever team. We have an abundance of talent na kung hindi makapasok si Greg or hindi makapasok si Japeth, it just means that there's a different plan for the team.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going for. Hindi dapat ipilit na may Greg or may Japeth or
Para lang masabi.
Oo, para lang masabi kasi ngayon kailangan sila. Parang ganun. That's my point. Let's bring the most functional team that Coach Tab will need.
You don't even have Jeff Chan in your roster.
Exactly. There's so much
Or
people.
Larry. Or these guys.
It might come to a point wherein you're picking between Terrence or Jeff Chan as your 12th guy.
Or even Paul Lee. I mean, you can even have the debate of would you rather have Paul Lee or Terrence Romeo.
Diba?
Diba? Parang, isn't it? No. Isn't it an awesome feeling if you're Global Port?
Yeah.
That people are choosing Terrence Romeo over Paul Lee?
Yeah.
Parang,
It's amazing. It's the only time you're gonna get Global Port in a discussion about basketball.
Paul Lee who helped beat Korea.
Yeah, exactly. Who beat China with his free throws.
beat Korea where?
No, sorry. I was thinking of Jeff Chan.
But that was 2 months of Terrence Romeo.
Yeah.
Now everyone has a good opinion of him. Parang, that's Gilas. That's everything that you get from joining that team.
Then you're Troy Rosario. You have to include Troy Rosario. You have to include even Ian Zanggalang. Diba? Who knows? Who knows what he's gonna be like by next year?
Malay mo,
Diba?
Ian might be taking Ping's place.
You know what this looks like? This looks like Coach Tab's list. Before it was murder.
Before it was real talk. Before it was the realities of the PBA game.
Kasi Coach Tab, hindi natin makukuha yung iba
hindi
dyan.
pwede to eh.
Can we replace
Hindi pwede to
Lassiter with JC?
Hindi pwede to eh. Di ba?
But it's clear now that we're not sending Gilas 3.0.
No.
That's clear, right?
That's Gilas 3.0 is a memory and my book is closed.
Di ba?
That's
Your book is
My
for
future,
printing.
my future book is closed.
That's the remix of Gilas eh.
So right now we're looking at a Gilas 4.0 that could be one of the strongest teams that we've ever fielded.
Would be the strongest team in Gilas history.
That's true.
Bar none. Tapos may JV Cash pa.
So, ang dami ng alas. May
Okay na yung abuelo.
Kasi ka na ba na? Quota na kami.
Kasi
diba?
mas madulas yung white sa China eh.
Hindi. Chong, eto may abueva ka na, tas may pink ka pa.
Oo.
Ang dami na alas ka. Sorry.
Easy.
Nadulas ako. Sorry.
Next year pa yan. Who's your ID lineup, Carlo?
Ako?
Based on what you know of Tab Baldwin's
It's
My very limited knowledge of tap ball.
still more than
which is
ours
more than
combined.
ours combined. Yeah.
Well, that's a 5. Clarkson Castro, Gabe, RDO, Blatch.
Do you think we can get a sexy Blatch by
think
next
so.
year?
He's gonna be conditioned, I think, because he's
Just
playing in the
playing
CBA.
CBA.
Yeah.
Will he be available?
Lahat naman ng pag-uusapan. And your second 5 is
China
Fajardo,
yun eh.
Fajardo, Pingris, Abueva, Terence, and
Paul.
Lassiter.
Lassiter, yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2.
My other 2 will be...
Paulie Ping.
I said Ping.
You said
My
sorry.
other 2 would be Paul Lee and Matt Rosser.
That's pretty solid. I like Matt Rosser in the team. I really enjoy Matt Rosser in the team.
Ako kasi, if you're talking about Greg, Blatch will play
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Junmar will play, what, 20?
Oh, you can actually even scale down Blatch a bit to play Junmar more because now we know that he can actually contribute on the floor. Put him at what, 28, 25 minutes?
I think having a third center there
Overkill.
would be
Wasteful
problematic.
of a spot.
If you can have like another guard,
Yeah.
Paulie or Jeff Chan, if
Yeah.
you need another shooter.
Kasi you're getting basically Greg to reprise Asi's role. And Asi played what? Garbage minutes lang. He didn't even play during the last 2 games.
Yeah.
So, insurance siya, but your lineup, whether you want to go big with Rosser, whether you want to go jumbo big with Japet and Slaughter. I mean...
Oo nga, no? Japet pa pala.
Diba? I mean, the important thing is that Gilas finally has options.
Yep.
And I'm really hoping, again, the caveat here is let's hope that this is a long-term thing.
And this is, just to throw it in. This is a Japeth and a Greg learning under Tim Cone.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You're not looking at Japeth
Yeah.
from last year. You're looking at Japeth with probably 2 conferences of knowledge from Tim Cone.
I agree. All right, so... Recap tayo?
Recap.
Let's recap the bids. Okay, meron tayong 1.7 para kay Calvin, si Arian. We have a 1,000 bid for Terence Romeo.
But we're at 1.5 na ata for Terence, 1.350.
Double check natin.
Sige.
550 for Dondon kay Renz Calderon.
2.5. May 2.5 kay Calvin.
What?
Yeah, no, may 2.5
May
kay
2.5
Calvin.
kay Calvin. Sige, let's take a break. Di ko ma-process. We'll take a break. We'll look at it when we come back. We'll give you the updated bids. Let's just finish this entire episode and do the auctions. Stick with us, guys. You're still watching From the Stands.
It's the point of being in love. There is no point in being in love. I mean, if you are required to be in love, then it will have a point, but there is no point in being in love. But it comes naturally, like it's like breathing. It's as natural as your skin feeling something when it touches something, So there is no point in being in love. There's only magic, and magic has no point but to keep you alive and kind of wonderful and keep yourself filled with so many things you can't explain.
It's the 11th of June, and it's all about Can we do it again?
One thing I liked about Siri now with this proactive and
By the way, this is Android guy speaking.
Look at this laptop. It's not. It doesn't have an Apple on it. That's so weird.
WinBook Pro.
Just copy the MacBook. Yep.
What was I saying? No.
That was your. We want to show you our very first preview of any gadget. Here it is.
This is the Sony RX100 Mark IV preview.
Super happy so far.
This is actually Miko's State of the Prostate address.
Yeah.
Let me
I'm not
ask you
gonna say
something.
anything.
Number one, where is your prostate? Do you even know?
It's the one that gets cancer. So have yourself checked.
Loki is a prostate
gross,
massager.
man.
Say hello to
Enter
Loki, man.
into temptation. Why is that the tagline?
Congrats to your first hosting gig, man.
Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Talia, and I love to sing, and say, I can read you like a magazine. I have a dream, not the one I'm supposed to love. Dance. Every intro you was perfect from the bottom to the top. Jam with my friends. You got that long hair, slicked back, white t-shirt. Baby, don't call me your friend if I hear that word again. And I follow my little sister, Erin. I'll be there saying goodbye. You need a bad guy to blow your mind. Join me as I go on different adventures and explore the world outside my little playroom. Make sure to subscribe to my channel.
But hey! We're back!
Ano kinukwento mo? May kinukwento ka tungkol kay Sanitos eh. So nagkita kayo sa
Tuloy mo na.
Kita kami, nagbakasyon kami kasi 80th birthday ng lola namin. So nag-beach kami. Gusto sa Sanitos! Doon siya.
Suot niya ba yung Crocs na puti?
Hindi niya suot. Chinek ko eh. Nakachinela siya eh.
Tapos?
Tapos lapit ako sa kanya. Sabi ko, hey, what's up, Sonny? Sabi niya, hey, how you doing?
How you
Sabi ko, I was like, uy, thanks so much for the silver medal. I mean, for everything you guys did. It was awesome. We were watching the entire time. Then he was like, thanks. And somehow it just made sense. That's like the Sanitos thing to do.
Dapat binasaya mo, mas marami siyang alam.
Talaga? Actually, gusto ko tanungin sa kanya, totoo ba yung Sanitot eh. Pero baka kasama niya family niya, baka mapahiya ako kasi baka ilunod niya ako sa tubig. Okay, we're back for another episode, for another half of From the Stands. It's time to do our PBA preview.
Game!
Good.
In case you guys didn't know, we're
Teka
still...
lang, update ko lang yung bids. Kasi medyo pre-promise natin na update natin. So, right now, we're at 2.1. 2,100 for Terence. Ito yung highest, kaya kailangan ko tawagin. Dex Sordic. He actually bid on Twitter and on he's at 2.5 for Calvin.
2.5, so
Yeah.
that's 4.6.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're at 600 for Jason.
Okay,
We're at
that's
700
5.2.
for Dondon.
5.9.
And we're at 550 for Pink.
4.50. Yeah.
Marami na matutulong.
Thanks, guys!
Yep. Okay, so... Game.
PBA.
Burning questions tayo, ha? Polo prepared some burning questions, one per team. So, bato na lang sa amin. Then let's try to answer it na lang
I'll start. Let's start with Kia, Mahindra. Will Mahindra's actions this coming season spark a players union?
What?
Will Mahindra have they done enough to spark a players union?
To break the PBA.
Would you like believe them if they said that they went all through that para lang magka-union? Yun yung end goal nila.
Yun pala, baby
we wanted to shake things up para magka-union.
Can I just also include footnote na wala pa si Alex Noyles sa roster ng Mahindra?
Pero at least may kontrata.
May kontrata
At
siya.
least bayad siya.
That we know of.
May kontrata naman siya noon. Hindi naman daw siya binabayaran.
Sabagay.
Miscommunication.
May pirmang kontrata. Hirap sa
Mas miscommunication.
Answer your question, no. I don't think the PBA will ever have union because it's a team league.
So,
It's a club league.
yeah, it's a sinong may pera controls everything league. Walang free agency. parang doon na lang. You can't be a free agent. I think that a union will only work if the rules about the salaries and the bonuses and everything else, if sinusundan yon to the letter, then there could be a union.
Sure.
But as long as there are some players who take advantage of it and there are some who don't, never makaka.
O sige, punta tayo basketball. Let me change my burning question a bit. Is Kia closer to a union than a PBA championship?
Yeah.
Especially after they traded Troy Rosario for a partridge and a pear tree.
I'm upset with Kia. I'm upset with Kia because I was such a big fan. I was a big fan of Kia. I actually rode on their bandwagon in the Commissioner's Cup. I felt that they were moving in the right direction with their whole 4 out, 1 big type of roster. You fill it up with shooting and just let it fly and just run and let your big guys protect the paint and score inside. And it felt like it was such a progressive direction. And I was so upset that Troy Rosario, a big guy they could have probably used in the similar mold of the way they used PJ Ramos or the way they used NJ. They just traded away like that. And that's what upset me. For Canaleta. Aldrich. I mean, these guys still fit the mold of Kia as a shooting team, but they're not Rosario.
Have they ever explained why they wanted to pay KG Canaleta and Aldrich Ramos
I don't think they've ever explained
for
why.
800,000 pesos a month, and not pay Troy Rosario his 150?
No. Do we know if they got paid?
So
Troy, Aldrich and KG?
No.
I guess that's the burning.
Bats kayo ni Aldrich, di ba? I hope so.
Mukha naman magpapakasal si si Troy pala yung TNT na kasi siya.
Happily met. Engage si Troy.
Change topic.
Okay, next topic. Let's go, Polo.
Okay.
He started it.
Sorry. Next, Blackwater.
Oh, this is a good one.
It's a good one.
What's your burning question?
Burning question for Blackwater. Can FEU beat Blackwater?
Huh? Okay, lineups ha?
No.
FEO's Macbelo.
Tolomia.
Oh, kaya.
Mike Tolomia. R.R. Pagoy. Si
Raymar
Jose.
Tanggalin natin si Urizu.
Oh,
Bawal.
Russell Escoto.
Achi Inigo.
Oh.
Monbert Arong. It's a good lineup.
Blackwater has Real Cervantes.
Mike Cortez.
Who
I just found out now that, he's part of the
If you had done who he played for, I would have known that.
Lastimosa.
Carlo Lastimosa.
And I think Blackwater edges out FEU.
Arthur De La Cruz is still there. He's gonna be there
he's gonna be
eventually.
there. If an exhibition game was set up for the benefit of something and Blackwater versus FEU yung matchup, Blackwater wins.
Yeah.
I'm putting my money on FEU.
Ako din.
I like the coaching of FEU better.
Yeah. So the question now is, when you get to Blackwater, I mean, how many? What's the over/under? How many times do they finish at the bottom of the standings?
They finished last year 12-12-12. I did my research because I'm writing.
Bingo siya.
12-12-12.
Do you see anything that will change the outlook of this team for next year?
Keeping a pick would be a good start.
It's a good one. Yeah. Keeping whatever players they have right now.
Having Moala Tautua would have been a really good start, but
Or maybe even Larry Rodriguez. But no,
they don't have both.
They don't have anything. Hey, move on. Next team.
Look how it worked out.
Was that a mean question?
Yeah.
That was a mean question.
With what Blackwater's done, they deserve it.
They'll never sponsor us.
Never. So yung pag-spray mo,
Wala
sayang na yun. Wala na. It's all in the air. Okay, Star.
Oh.
This one medyo mas curious tayo. What is the identity of the Star team? And if you look at it, it's not the familiar puffy-faced American that's coaching Star anymore.
Alex Compton?
Alex Compton, yeah. It's a different face. What's the identity of the Star team?
I talked to Governor Rene Pardo yesterday after the press con. He said the 3 scariest words that you you could use to describe a team?
Rebuilding?
No. Run and gun.
Wait. He said na yun yung identity ng Star.
They said they were going to be that team.
So ironic!
You're gonna run and gun. Here's the thing. Star actually has the pieces to kind of run and gun.
They can run and gun.
In theory, they can run and gun.
They have Malyari, they have Sanggalang, they have Baroka, and these guys all Melton, they have Jake Pascual. They're all young guys that moving forward, pag binigyan mo ng freelance na galaw, I mean, I'm sure that Star can work as a run and gun team, and it looks like it will. But will guys like James Yap, PJ Simon, Ping, be patient enough to?
Si Ping nasa Star pa?
Oh, nasa Star pa. Sorry, I changed my mind.
Sabi nga ni Gov Pardo, Coach, last time I checked, Ping is still with us.
Kung kailan lang Twitter,
Yun, I don't know how patient the older guys will be in a run and gun team, especially coming from such a structured system ng triangle.
Well, one interesting thing I read is that Tim Cohn expects a huge year from James Yap. Because for the past few years, James Yap has had to play in a more, like what you said, a more controlled environment. Ngayon, he's gonna go back to old school James Yap, the gunner.
UE?
Hindi naman ganun old school.
Chris Aquino. These are bad examples. I'm so sorry.
Kakalis mo lang.
Please don't ban me. Please don't ban me.
Chris Aquino or Isabel Loli, James Yap?
Or that other girl.
Or European girl.
No, European girl James Yap is the gritty defensive James Yap.
The post-Chris Aquino James Yap.
I'm so sorry, James Yap.
But
the cause of the separation girl James Yap was with.
MVP James Yap.
MVP James
So that's Chris Aquino James Yap. He might go back though, having a license to shoot, can just ISO against his defender, 33-year-old James Yap.
Okay, but ito yung mindset ko dyan. Like you have Baroka who knows his place in the who knows his place in the triangle. You have James Yap who knows his. If you suddenly start giving James Yap the free reign to ISO, doesn't that take away from guys like Ian, guys like Baroka, younger guys that need development? Yun yung clash.
I don't know what to make of Star.
No idea.
To be honest,
part of me thinks that this might be a stealth rebuilding year.
Like Talk and Text. By winning a championship.
Yeah. They were still able to get 2 and 3. 1 and 2 pala. But Star started the season by trading
their coach.
Getting their coach.
Donating
their coach para sa bayan. They lost Devans. They lost these key pieces of their identity.
Lost Devans.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, there's obviously still talent here. This might be
this
might be the dark horse team to make it the same. I don't know. But I honestly don't know what to do with this team. So the jury.
Okay, but have they fallen from one championship contender to now?
Past season pa lang. They still had all those pieces. They didn't make it to the finals.
So sinasabi mo Chuck Araneta na ba no Star?
I don't think they will be a top of mind team if you think about the semis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Parang ang dali for you to think about
who are the top
Talk and
4?
Text and SMB. They're a tier above everyone else. And then you have Rain or Shine, Alaska, Ginebra competing for those last 2. Pero ang hirap for you to put yung Star in that conversation.
Next team?
Okay, Alaska. We watched Calvin in Gilas. Is this the year they finally unleash Calvin Abueva?
Alas Carlo. Because we were with Compton, you were first hand with Calvin.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think have you had any conversations with Coach Alex that made you believe na, you know what? Maybe playing Calvin more than 20 minutes might be a good thing.
I think I never talked to Coach Alex about that.
Calvin.
I think yung kay Calvin kasi is his coach saw enough improvement mula sa kanya dun sa FIBA round ng Gilas for him to trust him more. Yung nangyayari kasi sa Alaska, you're limiting his minutes to make him efficient.
Yes.
Bawasan mo yung minutes, you control the fouls, you control the turnovers. But now, I think he changed very, very drastically in those 2 months. And he'll play accordingly. Sinabi ko naman Terrence and Calvin will have like
biggest breakout.
Junmar leaps after Gilas leaps.
Wow. Because maybe now Compton sees that, hey, this whole Calvin getting the rebound and just going coast to coast, not giving it to Banchero or to Casio anymore, might actually be something that they can do to get some easy points in the PBA. And we've seen, in terms of mindset, do you think Calvin was also changed by Gilas?
I think so. Playing with all that talent. Usually kasi Calvin will be one of the most talented guys in the team. But playing with like a 1 to 12 deep team like Gilas, I think it affected him.
Awesome.
Ang kinakatakot ko as a member of a fan base that's not cheering for Calvin Abueva actively is that he comes out more mature, more controlled, and di ba kasi noon you're limiting Calvin's minutes to preserve him because he's effective in the end game.
Yeah.
And now you have this guy who's the most talented and the most hardworking player on the team. That's scary, man, for everyone else in the PBA.
Pero madudulas pa rin si JV, no?
Hindi na kasalanan ni Calvin yun.
New season, new JV.
Si JV gusto ko bigyan ng court grips.
Yeah.
Or double-sided tape. Ano bang magandang?
Quick as a Ask Observer. This is a make or break year for JV Casio. Like, this is the year wherein parang...
This is the year where he might lose his starting role.
This is the year, This is the year when we start talking about him as like this clutch player, shoulder ball shooter, blah, blah, blah. This is a make or break year for JV. And, if he's not healthy, if he's not ready, there are a lot of guards on that team who are going to be ready.
Fearless forecast for Alaska. Banchero's going to be starting by the end of the year.
By Govs Cup?
May matagal yung break ng Govs Cup.
Okay.
Juicy.
Alright.
Next.
For Ginebra. Nebra. Chuck asked this, and this is something that we were talking about in Twitter. Ginebra has an NBA-sized front line. 6'7", Joe Devan, 6'9", Japet Aguilar, and 7-foot Greg Slaughter. Will that jumbo lineup work in a PBA that's moving towards more shooting, more spreading the floor?
It's a tough question. We were debating about this over Twitter, and I said na, like, SMB is the blueprint. Big man in the middle who sucks in the gravity, and then you have shooters everywhere. You have Cabagnot, you have Arwin Santos, you have Marshall Lassiter, and you have a Chris Lutz. That's impossible to defend. It really is.
If you remember how Coach Leo was talking about
exactly,
he was practically laughing.
How he was laughing at Alaska.
Yeah.
And what they were trying to do.
At Alaska, the best defensive team in the league.
Exactly. Now, the thing is with Ginebra, obviously there's a lot of talent, but if you look at their crunch lineup, it's probably going to be Tenorio. Maybe Scotty Thompson, or maybe it's a bit too early.
Way too early.
I think it's Mark
Kagiwa. That's Tenorio, Kagiwa,
Joe Devans,
Japet and
Greg Slaughter.
The best shooter on that team is Joe Devans.
30% 3-point shooter.
33% shooter. That's ceiling, but that's not a lot of space because teams are just gonna pack the middle against Ginebra.
My counter argument for Chuck here was Coach Tim Cone increasingly last year was moving away from 3-point shooting. If I checked the statistics and noticing the trend, Pure Foods was one of the lower teams to in terms of 3-point attempted and even percentage.
Sure.
So I felt that for Coach Tim Cone, the 3-point shot is more of a luxury to him. For him, his priority is defense and good ball movement. And I think with Joe Devans there, with LA there, with Mark Kagiwa there, they're gonna be able to whip the ball around and counter packing the paint.
Yeah, they're gonna whip the ball around
at their peak, but not immediately.
Yeah, and then it's gonna end up with a LA Tenorio shooting a 3-pointer, and he's at what, 30+%.
Para sa akin kasi, we're putting too much attention on the PBA transitioning to an outside game, because I mean, 3 championships ago, it was a no 3-point shot star team that won a Grand Slam. Na parang you can't say na because they're not a 3-point shooting team,
it's not going to work.
It's not a championship team. I think even with spotty 3-point shooting, Ginebra will contend for a championship. They'll make at least one finals.
They definitely will. Ang sa akin lang kasi is, ngayon, yung barometer for measurement is SMB. And just how dominant they were in sweeping Alaska and then, winning the All-Filipino. So, parang how are you going to counter that lineup? That's my only question. I mean, Ginebra is good enough to make it to the finals easily. I mean,
Isa lang.
They're that
Lord.
they're that stacked. They're definitely gonna make it to the finals. I think at least once in this conference in this season. The question is if they will be able to have enough because SMB has its own jumbo lineup as well.
And they have better shooting.
And they have better shooting at each position.
Well, I'm just hoping that whoever import we get isn't a big guy anymore.
Oh yeah.
It has to be a shooter type import.
Yeah. They get like a Vernon Macklin type.
It's just confusing.
Yeah.
So I think kaya nila. Right now they don't have the shooting, but they can support it with the Asian imports or the American imports.
Imagine Jet Chang on this team now.
Diba?
Yeah, scary. Okay, let's go to the next team.
Okay, we talked about leaps for Barako. The question here is, can JC translate his Gilas experience into superstar quality game?
Yes, because he has no other choice because there's no one else there.
Okay.
Mac Baracael is there.
Hi, Mac.
RR Garcia is
Oh yeah, nandun pa pala si RR.
You checked out
Ang
this
tigas.
line. You checked out this line.
Ang tigas nung RR, hindi pa kinukuha.
Di pa. Mick Pinisis back.
Kailangan lang malaman ng Ginebra kung tatop ng 40% shooting si RR. Then the trade
Hey.
Okay, everyone in that lineup, in that poster, do you think that any of those guys are still going to be in Barako by the time the Philippine Cup ends?
Barako.
Yeah. So na island.
Barako
Island. One-way ticket.
Si JC?
Oh.
Si JC? Hula ko? Yo. Sino ba best friend niya sa team?
Ha?
Sino ba best friend niya sa team?
Di ko alam. Sabi.
Sino ba yung palaging roommate niya?
Si Sunny.
Hi, Sunny. Oy, yung nagbid ng 11 pesos para sa tuwalya ni Sunny Toast, mahiya ka naman, bro.
Gawin mong 12.
Mahiya ka naman, bro. Next team. Sunny Toast. JC Tal.
I think JC translates.
JC would be a monster.
I think the only concern I have with JC's age. If he were younger, it would easily translate. Ngayon,
Chong, ito lang How well did JC play after getting married?
he was like close to like
he was prime in
How do you expect him to play after having his first daughter?
okay. Good point.
Analysis.
Okay?
That's a great
Analysis, advanced statistics.
Okay.
25-5 JC in that. Okay. Global port.
Ay, exciting.
My question here was, will Terrence be an MVP contender next season? Chuck asked naman, will Terrence be able to shine next to all the guards? I mean, he has Yo.
Backcourt na yan, bro.
He has Pringle, may Sumang pa sila, may Pinto,
Pringle.
ang dami ng gwardiya eh. So parang safe na tayo na Terrence has entrenched the shooting guard, point guard. I mean, one guard spot, Terrence Romeo, 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Sa kanya na yun, diba? So ang katabi niya,
Pringle.
splitting time would be Pringle,
Sumang,
and
Yo.
How does it work?
Ako, those three will share, how many minutes is that? 48 plus 48?
96 minutes.
96 minutes, split it into 3.
33.
Yeah.
32.
In the 1 and 2 positions. Ikot lang yan. I don't see any other guard playing major minutes for them.
So Roy Sumang should just chill.
Yeah, for the meantime. And the beauty about this rotation here, is that they can all pass the ball now.
Yeah.
Yo could not until he was forced to play
Point guard
for NLEX.
Yeah.
And look how it turned out.
Yeah,
Air 21 pa yata yun eh.
Yeah.
In Air 21, it was awesome.
Yeah. He did it in Ginebra also.
He reinvented his game. And now I think he'll be a very good complement to Terrence Romero.
Plus, it also helps that this is a Pido Harencio system. Very, very friendly to offense, to nice statistics.
To guards.
Yeah, especially to guards. And
Not very friendly to Jervy Cruz.
Apparently.
That was mean.
that
was
Diba?
that's ice cold.
That's just
Diba?
the worst.
And you announce it by announcing the rosters of your team? That's
Well,
Coach, asan po ako, Coach?
Really?
Coach, Coach, ba't nandito mo si Rico?
The TV bothered you that much? You asked me if Romeo's going to be a BPC candidate.
Yeah.
All Filipino.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Pringle takes a backseat to Romeo. I know that Pringle is maybe like in terms of offense, defense is a more talented player, but Romeo is he just has so much momentum carrying him into this new conference that they'd be crazy to not just ride Romeo until then.
Mm-hmm.
You know who Pringle reminds me of? Gabe Norwood. I think that he's at that type of role na yung do-it-all kind of guy, na glue guy.
Okay.
I think Terrence Romeo is their star, and I believe Coach Pido recognizes this. And him giving the ball to Terrence Romeo and trusting the team in Terrence Romeo will directly result in Romeo's being an MVP candidate.
Okay. Last point Big men of Global Park. Doug Kramer, Rico Meyerhofer, Jay Washington, Billy Mams. That's not a bad team. That's not a bad
Veterans.
team. That's veterans, that's youth, that's you have scoring, you have big men who just rebound and give it back to Yo Romeo and Pringle.
And then Jaywash.
And Jaywash beasted when he was in Global Port.
Yeah, he's just gonna stretch for all day.
He was Larry Rodriguez was better than him in talk and text, but we digress.
Very much so. Next team. Watch out for Global Port, guys.
Meralco. What does Jimmy Alapag have left in the tank? Anong madadala pa ni Jimmy to this Meralco team? Because they drafted Newsome.
Baser.
They drafted Baser.
Yeah.
Is Jimmy transitioning more into like a
coach?
Coaching.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy's gonna be like the Danny Siegel of talk and text right now. Yung break in case of emergency role. But when he's on the bench, he's gonna be talking the entire time.
So pag Korea kalaban, si Jimmy lalabas mo.
Pag nakita niya si Jack
pag nakita niya si
Smash.
Yeah, in terms of like the impact, like I honestly don't think that Jimmy is gonna be. I mean, you have to also remember, like in his last few years of talk and text,
diminished na yan.
Diminished na yan. Mga pa 6 points, 6 points, 7 points, and then if he was healthy in the last 2 minutes, you'd plug him in. That's Jimmy's role. Like he's gonna be the guy na pag last 2 minutes in the game's close, and he has a matchup where he's not gonna be totally overwhelmed. You play Alapag. But otherwise, I think Newsome, Baser is going to be a nice backcourt and finally a more dynamic backcourt for Meralco, for the next season.
Me personally, I just never thought I'd see Jimmy in another.
It's gonna be weird.
It's that for me is the weirdest. I mean, the number 4 is gonna be at a different font. Everything's gonna be a different color, but it's Jimmy Alapag still there. So I find it weird, really weird.
No, I don't know what effects on the floor as a player.
Yeah.
Yung ibigay ni Jimmy, but as a person involved in that team, as a marketing tool helping Meralco, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And as in, we can't even imagine the returns that this will give Meralco.
Yeah. Okay. And remember that this is a Rabah Al-Husseini.
Rabah
Al-Husseini, pure man crush for life.
Yeah. And is he jumping back in the bandwagon?
I can't. I'm jumping back in the jump.
Like jumping.
I think I never left.
No.
I think the bandwagon went with Al-Husseini back to.
Here's my burning question for Meralco, exclusive for Paul. What is Rabah Al-Husseini's average points rebounds for the Philippine Cup?
5-5.
No.
5-5. 5-5.
Okay.
Minutes? 10?
Yeah, so tempered experience.
Tempered.
Okay.
For the first
bandwagon ka na yan.
For the first 2 games.
For the governors.
For the first 2 games.
For the first 2 games. No, after the end of the Philippine Cup. Is Rabah Al-Husseini a BPC contender?
Okay. Masaya na ako pag 7-7 Rabah Al-Husseini.
7-7 is a good. That's a nice start.
That's a nice number.
7-7.
Yeah.
He's still 6'7", and
Gianju is 6'8".
Meralco needs the height.
Jason Ballesteros is like what? 6'6", what? 6'9",
Meralco needs the
6'7"?
height. Hey, Meralco had their chance with Ballesteros. Okay?
My main man, Stan Eman, is 6'10".
But it paid out for you guys. Because
Don't say the thing. Don't say Ian Sangga lang. Do not invoke Ian Sangga lang in this conversation. Do not invoke his name. Next.
Okay.
You had 2 finals appearances.
I like Sam Eman.
NLEX. Their lineup's solid. They have Alas, they have Jonas Villanueva, they have Asi Taulaba, then they have Garvo and Kobuntin. Are they a dark horse? Because NLEX was often at the bottom of with the Baracos and the Mahindras.
Yeah.
Are they poised for breakout? Are they a dark horse quarterfinals team? Is that a thing?
Well, quarterfinals team in the Philippine Cup means that you just won't have to be Blackwater or Mahindra.
Yeah,
They're a great dark horse team.
Para sa akin kasi, Asi will always keep you competitive.
Yeah.
So 69, 49,
Yes,
that's Asi.
yes. He will always keep you competitive. But they need like a really good import for them to compete. Like PJ Ramos could import.
That's the ceiling for always for NX, no?
As in this team would upset a couple of big names, but ultimately you don't see them progressing to the semifinals, at least in the Philippine Cup.
And like it's been so long since we've actually like had something to talk about with NLEX. Diba? Parang wala eh. Ugh.
But you know what? They did all the right moves.
Yeah, they have.
It's a good basketball team. It's a good basketball team.
They got a second pick.
Yeah.
They gave up their pick, but they got a second pick. I like NLEX. I'm a fan. I like NLEX with Asi and then Kobuntin at 4. And then
Kobuntin at 4?
Yeah. Sorry.
Three.
Sean Anthony.
Yeah, there you
Sean
go.
Anthony at 4. Kobuntin at 3. Garvo and Alas. That's a
funky team.
That's a solid team.
That's gonna be one of those all shooting and ass in the middle. Might be a poor man's version of SMB. Very poor man. Homeless man's version. Hanging out under the bridge.
You're punishing me for saying
hanging out under Mandaluyong Bridge version of SMB.
Okay.
Okay. Next.
Juicier question. Rain or shine? Have they hit their ceiling? Is rain or shine finals contender? And I mean that in the sense na they can contend to make the finals, but they're not a championship contender. At the most.
You'd have to understand how Rain or Shine does things. They compete at a budget.
Yeah.
At a very, very strict budget. They traded away Aranya, Jervy, and Uyloan because they were making money.
Then they got back Ronnie Matias. I'm sure at a lower contract.
And Misi at a rookie contract. So there is a trade-off to what you can accomplish by doing that by being rain or shine. So if you're asking me, are they just happy to make it to the finals? I think they are, but as always, they're an import away from winning it.
Yeah, it feels like whatever rain or shine does in the All Filipino Conference, as long as they make it to the semis man lang.
Okay na sila. Kalma na sila.
Pero maghihintay na lang sila ng import will get them to the next.
So rain or shine's not gunning for any Grand Slams. That's safe to say.
I don't think so. I don't think they're built for a run like that.
As with anything, if you're not a SMC or MVP team and you make it to the semis or finals, achievement na yun.
Except if you're Alaska.
If you're Alaska, you underachieve. With Ping and
Stay safe.
and JC.
Banchero, hindi Ping.
Sorry. Banchero.
Ping Eximiliano.
Ping,
Ping Eximiliano.
Okay. My mindset with Rain or Shine is different. I felt that they traded away Aranya and they're trading away pieces because they understand that they haven't hit their ceiling. I feel that Rain or Shine is not in a rebuilding mode, but I feel that they're trying to find, parang kumbaga, trying to collect assets in the hopes that if a big man comes out, like let's say Van Opstal, and let's say Ahan Misi plays well, enough to snag a Van Opstal, then you go for it. That's my mindset for you try to collect assets, like I'm not saying like the 76ers, parang Rockets.
Yeah.
At the right time they cash it in, and that's my take on Rain or Shine. Okay.
Last two.
We'll discuss this jointly. We're talking about San Miguel and Tohentex. We already put them at a separate tier. And talent-wise, they're at a separate tier. But between San Miguel and Tohentex, who's your Phil Cup
Ganito na lang. Just say the team and why. Let's start with you, Arlo.
San Miguel beer. Philippine Cup, Junmar Fajardo is your MVP. You'll be contending with a Tokentex team that's loaded, but they have new pieces that they have to integrate in. Their starting center will be new. Their backup power forward will be new. Ranidel, Matt, and Castro are coming off Gilas duty. I think it's easy to say that here and now, San Miguel should be the favorites to win the Philippine Cup.
Okay, can I ask you this question? Can Moala Tautua handle Junmar Fajardo?
Handle is a tricky word, but he'll make Junmar work.
Oh, sige, ganito. Who can defend Junmar better, Sanitos or Moala Tautua?
Right now, I would think Sunny kasi mas
Sunny.
kilala niya si Junmar. But the interesting thing about Mo is ang bilis niya for his size and for his heft.
Yeah.
And he was, sino nga ba yung nagsabi sa akin? I think it was Sunny that Moala doesn't know his own strength yet. Hindi niya pa alam gamitin yung buong lakas niya. So if you combine a fast, big guy who can shoot and pass, you'll have to make Junmar work on defense. And when Junmar works on defense, you're in a better shape at beating him.
Ako,
hipster pick.
No. I keep preaching continuity. I'm still a big believer in continuity. So I still think it's San Miguel's championship use. Remember, they got continuity. They still have Kabagi. They have Lutz, Lassiter, Arwin. I mean, Arwin, all Filipino is his conference. That's really where he's a beast. Then we're gonna get that Arwin. Then Junmar had an entire offseason to rest and to develop his love life. And then they're also gonna get. They also got Brian Heruela. They also got
Official number.
We're just gonna get there.
Tatlong buwan na siya to. Pwede ba?
Then J.R. Reyes is still there. He's like their break in case of emergency. Then you still have si Makulit. Si Yancy's gonna be there. Si Semerad.
Na nagagalit pag tinatawag siya Junmar Fajardo.
Nakwento ba naman yan?
Hindi pwede. Hindi sa atin kwento yun.
Hindi pala. So, like, all of these pieces. So, I know I tend to go hipster with these kind of picks, but I'm gonna take the safe pick. I'm gonna pick SMB.
I'm going hipster.
Oh, okay.
Tokentex. I think Tokentex takes it.
Our NMF family is just waiting to press that.
Yeah, they were waiting for TNT. Kailangan ko lang masabi.
Alright,
No, but Tokentex realistically, I believe, is a deeper team. I'm afraid for Junmar's health. That's one legitimate concern that I have. Maybe they're overblowing it to psych out opponents, but I was thinking about this on the way here, during walking from Rockwell to here to the studio, and I couldn't shake this feeling that for this year, Jason Castro eclipses Junmar as the best player in the league. I just can't. After watching Jason Castro dominate FIBA Asia like that, I just can't shake the feeling that he might be the best player in the league.
Will he be? You think Castro could be MVP?
For this year.
I would counter that with saying maybe you just need to watch Junmar Fajardo again in last one.
Maybe. No, I won't lie. Maybe recency
bias
siya.
na yan.
Maybe recency bias siya. But Castro took the leadership role of a talented Gilas team with all of these older guys. Imagine going up against China, going up against Haddadi.
Lebanon,
diba?
Iran, yeah.
That has to feed into your confidence somehow.
Sure.
And maybe it's recency bias. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel that if there's one year that Jason Castro could eclipse Junmar, because we predicted Junmar to win the MVP till he retires. This year might be Jason Castro's year.
Ako kasi, I can't give much weight to Jason Castro's performance in international ball because everyone holds him down in the PBA. Hand-checking's allowed.
Okay.
So, parang yung iniwanan ka na ni Castro sa Gilas, wala ka ng habol.
Foul na yan.
But in the PBA, pwede mo siyang banggain with your shoulder and nothing will be called.
Yeah.
So,
small stuff like that.
Yeah, parang napakasimpleng bagay. But in the entire context of the game, it's difficult. Pero para sa akin, Jason Castro, I don't think could be an MVP because they don't rely, their Tokentex won't rely as heavily as San Miguel does kay Junmar. That's my only point again.
Knowing though Jason Castro, he would rather have a finals MVP than a BPC.
Sure.
Diba?
Yeah.
Okay, so ano lang, just to finish off this segment, let's do an insanely early Final Four and BPC prediction.
Top straight to semis, top 2. I guess we can all agree.
SMB top.
Yeah.
Who are your other two teams?
Who will be eliminated? Who will be eliminated?
What do you mean who will be eliminated? Yung
Bottom
two?
Blackwater Mahindra?
Blackwater Mahindra. We can agree on that much.
So your quarterfinals teams are Meralco, NLEX,
Barako, NLEX, Global Port, Star, Meralco.
Ginebra, Alaska, Ross.
Ginebra, Alaska, Ross. SMB and ano?
That's your top 10.
That's your top 10.
Sige, who are your semifinalists?
Top 2.
Yeah.
Top 2 ko is San Miguel, Torrentex, Ginebra, Alaska.
Torrentex, San Miguel,
yeah.
Alaska.
Alaska kayo?
Rain or shine. Rain or shine. Rain or shine.
Oh man, yeah, I have to say
No,
rain or
there's a
shine.
team you want to say it, and I'm gonna say it.
Rain or shine.
Star ka, no?
No.
Global Port?
Star, I think Ginebra will be much better in the second conference after they have a full conference.
year,
with
yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna ride the momentum, the bandwagon all the way.
Okay. It's
Talk,
SMB.
SMB talk.
Okay. Ginebra.
Barangay Ginebra
And?
Global Port Batang Pier.
Okay, I have a question. Sorry, I'll just add this on. MVP. This is the transition to the MVP.
Oh.
If Terence Romeo brings Global Port to 2 of 3 Final Fours,
Give him the MVP.
right? Diba?
He plays.
Even if Junmar wins 3 finals.
Diba? Kung mag-Grand Slam ang
Sana ako nagkulang. No, but Global Port. It's time, guys.
Global Port semifinal.
Global Port
Philippine
semifinals.
Cup.
Hey, they made it to the quarterfinals last year.
Because they had Jared Famous
Kulang lang
averaging
sila ng exposure.
2020.
Now they have Jay Wash. Now they have Doug Kramer. They have Rico Meyerhofer.
Polo, this has to be an FTS bet.
Sige.
This has to
I
be
like
an
this.
FTS bet.
Wait. Which insane prediction comes up? Global Port or yung 7-7 ni Rabal Husseini?
Pwede.
Pwede.
Diba?
Ganun na
Which
lang.
insane prediction at the end of the Philippine Cup comes to?
I'd like to say that I was the guy who predicted Cliff Hodge to be
and Meralco to be the dark horse.
Yeah, so don't take anything I say.
FTS bet.
FTS bet.
FTS bet.
So we'll discuss the stakes offline then.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7-7 for Raba. Then ako Global Part semifinals.
Yeah.
MVP.
Number
Okay.
7, Dennis Romeo. Okay.
MVP, I'll start.
Ha? MVP, go.
Jason Castro. I already gave my case kanina.
Dennis Romeo. Junmar.
Junmar Fajardo.
Junmar pa rin tayo. So those are safe. Nung Calvin Abuevas.
BPC yan. BPC lang.
BPC.
Huwag
BPC.
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 BPC
Yeah,
na.
hindi, Jason Castro. Jason Castro pa rin.
Ikaw? Junmar.
Junmar.
36 minutes Calvin
Junmar
Abueva.
pa dyan,
36 minutes Calvin Abueva.
Hindi.
I don't have...
Chop. If you could make a case for Terence as BPC, this is it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's put it this way. I said it again. If you get Terence Romeo to the semifinals,
BPC.
candidate.
No, you backed out.
No. There's been no BPC ever that hasn't made the.
There has.
Oh, Kagiwa.
Meron na yan.
Meron na ba?
Meron yan. Ayoko mag-research pero meron yan.
Say it.
Terence Romeo.
Terence Romeo BPC.
Junmar Fajardo BPC. Game.
That's a... Stop banging your mic.
Sorry. Terence Romeo BPC.
Okay.
I'm riding the Global Port train all the way. That's how we do it. Okay.
Yeah.
So those are our FTS predictions.
Make it on. Feel free to make it
Yeah,
on.
of course. Let us know what you guys think regarding yung mga bids ninyo. We will make sure to keep your bids in and to make sure that you guys
I'll post the latest bids on our Facebook page.
On the real
comments page.
On the uploaded video.
Yeah. On the uploaded video, we'll post the
current bid.
The bid.
Until what time do we give them?
I don't know.
We'll check with NMF kasi we'll check kung hanggang kailan yung
Alright.
but we'll post it on the real video on Twitter and on Facebook, and then kung sino yung mga usernames ng
Yeah. Tapos guys, we appreciate everyone who's been bidding. Pero kailangan ang residence po natin is sa Pilipinas.
Hindi po namin mapapadala elsewhere.
Na po. So,
kasi yung pang deliver natin doon,
tapos may BOC pa, tapos
isipin nyo na lang na yung ipang ship namin, pwede na rin sana namin ibigay doon sa bata.
Or we can ship it to your relatives here.
Yeah. If you have relatives
ship it to your relatives here para hawak nila. Sige, okay, so alright, that's gonna do it. We'll keep you guys posted about the results. This has been another episode of From the Stands on behalf of Paulo Bustamante. On behalf of Carlo Pamintuan.
Manood kayong PCBL, please.
Yeah! Bago nating analyst. We will see you next week for another episode of From the Stands. Peace!
The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.